You guys are ready for some smokers, we're gonna bring them to you. All right, we're back up here today. I brought Bub back. Got Emma with us today. It's rained a lot over the past couple days, and I'm hoping it's washed a lot of stuff off. You see here, rocks are just real washed off real well. A piece of flint there. We're gonna get back up here. We're gonna walk a lot of the same stuff we've walked already. I'm hoping it's just like down at the river. When the rain hits, cleans it back off, and there's some new stuff laying in the same spots. So wish us luck. We're gonna get up in here and start looking. Right off the bat, where Bub got even in the field, he found him a little mushroom. That ain't one I know to eat, so we'll throw her back down. That's a pretty cool find. I tried to rush Bub to the top because I wanted to start a grid, but he took his time. He found him something. He said, where about is it?
Right there.
Pull it up. Kind of hard to see on camera. I can see it with the naked eye. Oh yeah, that's it's not a broken base, it's a reworked blunt. See that where it's napped on that end? It did break, and they decided to reuse it as a tool, a scraper tool. So that's actually a whole artifact right there. That's pretty cool. Got him some cool pottery. Show me your other one that you found a minute ago. Yeah, it's a worked edge, some type, like a little biface blade. All right, we got two for today. All right, Emma says she sees something. Pull it up, Emma. See it right there. Oh, yeah, that's what it looks like. Nah, that is a broke off one. It's broke off up here. It's not reworked. All right, that's number 3 today. Good find, Emma. Emma found one a little bit ago. I thought it was a rock. I couldn't tell, rusted up so bad, but I just found one and realized what it was. They're nuts to giant bolts. I don't have something to do with the railroad or not. They're right beside it, so I assume it does. Well, I'm gonna throw that back. You know, out here looking is a new feeling. I'm used to doing it down in the creeks and at the river. There's a guy I watch. You guys should check him out. He finds fossils on the railroad tracks, and he's got his own arrowhead patch that he tills and finds arrowheads right at his own home. His channel's called History Looker 07. You guys should check him out. If you like these field hunts, you'll really like him. He finds a lot of good stuff. All right, I found something, but it ain't ancient. I don't think it is. It looks like it's made out of cement. I found it busted in half, and the two pieces were about 6 feet apart. I ain't sure what that is. A little round thing with a hole drilled in the middle, and the edges look packed down. I thought maybe pick it up at first. I thought it was an artifact, and it may be. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. I stole one from the kids. I got finished up on that high route. There's not much good looking up there. Got finished faster than they did. And come down here and saw this laying out. Thought it was just a neat piece of flint. But on each side, it's worked. Try to get it cleaned off where you could see. That's the middle part to a big point. I have to look around. Maybe it's still laying around here somewhere. Found a somewhere like right there. So we'll keep our eyes peeled in here. Maybe we'll find some more of it. All right, I'm gonna put that one back down for reenactment purposes, but it was laying right there on the ground covered in mud, and I thought it was just a chunk of flint. It's either a real crude biface blade or a preform. It's worked on that side, and it's kind of smoothed up on that side, but it's worked on the bottom too. That's not a bad one. Better than nothing. Let me see it, Bub. Bub thinks he found him a little little pitted stone there. Let me flip it over. Has he got it on the other side too? Twofer? No. Maybe it does. Oh, that's a good find though. We'll walk that down. We'll set it somewhere down on the other end. We'll take turns holding it. It's going to be heavy. Pick that piece down there up, Em. I don't know what it is. Is it anything good? Yeah. Yeah, it's a work. That's like a scraper. It's worked all the way around. That's pretty cool. All right. Emma's got another find. All right. I hope this one's whole. Looks nice. Oh, it's got some tip damage. That's a little baby one there. Looky there. Alrighty. Almost looks like an eastern stemmed. Like it doesn't have the stemming or notch on one side, but it does on the other. Not too sure. That could just been broke out spot too right there, but it looks reworked. Alrighty. And look too, it's on a curved little piece of flint. Nice little point right there. What do you got? Oh, mercy. Oh yeah. Busted off Adina stem. Actually, it's blunted. Emma got her a nice blunt. That's an Adina stemmed, turned into a blunt tool. You see it's reworked on top. It's a pretty good find right there. All right, we didn't get about a minute and a half before Douglas found one right after Emma did. He got a little jealous. What you got, bub? Oh yeah, that one. Now this one's blunted too. Well, that's 3 blunts today at least. It's not as worked as well as Emma's or the other one Douglas found, but that's pretty nice too. All right. All right, where's it at? Lizard or no, salamander. I'll pick him up. I hear. No, it is a little lizard. I don't think it's a salamander. He's not. Oh, he took a dive. He's not slimy. Oh, he don't like me holding him. That's pretty cool. No bass bait there. I just told Bub to get a little closer. He's got a little gap between Emma. And as I looked in, I found that. Nice little sharp tip there. Maybe Bub's got the rest of it. Where's it at, Bub? Oh no, it's a different color. Pull out what you got there. Oh, another stemmed base. All right, cool. All right, pull it out. Does look like something.
Yep.
Little. Oh man, it's really nice worked flake. You kind of, no, it's not uniface, but it's just a tool. It's made really well. Actually, no. Now that it is, it's the middle part to a point, as it's worked on that side too. That's almost the notch right there, it looks like. Yeah, man, that'd been a cool hole. Dig it up there, see if it's something. Oh yeah, little scraper tool right there. Nice, nice. There you go. Emma, catch up. All right, I'm in the seam between me and Emma, and I've got all kinds of stuff, and I don't know if it's like if that's a preform or what. It's knocked off rock. It looks like it was worked at. But I've got that. Let me focus in. That piece there has been whittled at. And I don't know if it's some kind of tool or something they started. And just some other pieces. Nice. I think Flint Ridge flint, some of it. But man, there's just all kinds of flint right here, concentrated in this spot right here around me. I'm about to take it real slow and look around. All right, Bub thought he had something, so started to walk towards him. And he said he didn't have anything, but luckily I went his way because I got this little worked preform. It's worked really well. It's kind of fat on the bottom, but little biface blade preform scraper, whatever you want to call it. He's got one piece here that looks kind of worked. Not too sure. We'll have to look at it closer. Here's another little biface tool. It's a little bit more rugged than the other one, but like a little scraper. Pretty cool. All right, I got another really well worked out piece. You see all the napping that's been done on that face and on that face just to make that seam. I don't know what this would have been. That's some kind of sinew nub, I think. So it would have been wrapped up down there, and this would have been the head. Probably another, what you just call a scraper. And it been rounded and came out like this, and it would have had a little notch like that on the other side too. It'd have been a neat one whole. Alrighty, pull it up, Emma. Oh, got us a little busted up, kind of like what I got. Another one of them thingies. I worked on that side, and they tried to rework it through there. It just got too fat and bulgy. All right, another one for Emma. All right, pick it up, Emmy. All right. There you go. Little hopewell or something. Not too sure. It's nice. That's probably the most normal point we found today. Got its tip and everything. All right, there you go, Emmy. Or your pocket. All right, we made it to the end of the field. We're doing a little grid on the way down to the truck too. See if we see anything else. Maybe get one more, but we've got our pockets full today. We've got a lot of good stuff. All righty, we're back to the truck. We didn't find any more. But like I said, our pockets are full. We're gonna get home, wash everything off, and see who found the most and who found the best. We're gonna get these dirty boots off and get into our tennis shoes. All right, this is all mine from this hunt. These and this is Emma's. And this stuff is Douglas's. These are our two previous hunts in this same field. Today was a really, really, really good day. We came out with, confirmed, I got 6. Emma's got 5. Douglas got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 14. That's 20 worked pieces that I know of there. And we got 5 the other day. Well, I'm big F on that one. So 4s, 24, 27. I got a bunch up here that are kind of, that look worked. Like that looks like a hafted rock they were going to turn into a scraper, never finished. This one kind of seemed like it was a little preform I wasn't sure about. That one as well. And then this one seems like it was worked. It's just really crudely done. And then this one was knocked at, but I don't know what was going on with it. Didn't really want to classify it as a tool. And this big thing here kind of looked like a little knife. I could see where it was whacked at and fire popped and stuff. But still pretty good day. Quantity wise, I think it's the best day we've ever had, and quality wise, it's pretty close. I got a bunch of flint too. Got a bunch of stuff you could see through. Just barely see through that one. Here, I'll get you a better one here. This little point. Sharp still, razor sharp. You hold that thing up to the light, you can see right through it. That thing's beautiful. But just running the mill stuff. Glad to have found it. Tiny little arrowhead there. Neat looking knife blade there. You can see where it's worked all the way around and on the bottom. But Emma had a pretty good day too. I would say my favorite thing that she found is probably this. It's a little Adena point that's turned into a blunt scraper. That's a nice little find right there. And then her and I both got right in the same spot, got these little weird worked pieces. They're real fat, but they're worked down really sharp, and they kind of have a little notch or something there. I've got one like it. They're both busted in half too, I think. Mine's got like a sinew nub or something. I think it was like this and came around and was rounded on this, so you can see where it's worked. So we each got one of those. She got a busted off piece there. I thought was another blunt, but that's the base, and then there's busted off there. Little hafted cobble. It was turned into like a little scraper preform thing. And then I don't know if it's a little knife that's reduced all the way down or if it's some type of little arrowhead. It looks a little uneven. I think it might have been a knife blade wore all the way down. It snapped really well if you look at it. And Douglas had a really good day. He got a bunch of flint just like the rest of us. He found a couple pieces of railroad spikes and whatever type of binder that is that's up on the railroad tracks. They were about 100 yards down off the railroad in the field, so he picked those up. He got this rock. We're not paying any attention to these. These are obviously disc marks. But he's got divots in this rock on each side. So double-sided pitted stone there. And I can't remember where on this side, but it's got a fossil. I don't know if you can see it right there. On the other side, you can see it really well. Right up. I have to find it first. It's dark in here. Well, actually, I can't find it. There's a really nice fossil you can see in better light. Let's look at it real close and see if we could see it. I don't see it there. It's like a leaf pattern. It was going up. Oh, it's right over here. You can see it in through here. It's going up through there. Upstairs under the light. Oh, here's another one. You can see it right through there. You can see it really well upstairs under the better light. But that's a cool find. Bunch of flint. We got one piece here. It's kind of iffy. Looks like a little preform. So we'll say 7.5. That's a worked edge there to some type of point. This is a tiny little blunt. It's kind of like this thing like that Emma found. And that one, even that's a different typage. This one was reworked into a scraper. It's worked on both sides. It's amazing how they did that. Didn't just discard that. Got the midpoint to a tip there. It's worked on both sides but busted on each end. I busted off a Dina stemmed point there. Some type of scraper that's worked all the way around. Another blunt here. Little stemmed point turned into a blunt. Little uniface scraper there that's worked. And then you got the corner to a triangle there. Now, quantity-wise, let's say he probably had the best day. Maybe even quality-wise, too. I'm at a pretty close day. I like that little Adina blunt that she got. And that tiny little arrowhead. And then I'm really enjoying, I don't know why, just the way it's built, I guess, and the way it's worked down into that sharp edge. That's my favorite. And then probably that one too, that little tiny arrowhead's built on like a little curled piece of flint. That's everything we found for the day. We had a phenomenal day. 20 confirmed pieces in total. Lots of what ifs and lots of other cool stuff. So we're going to try to get up there a few more times before they start planting everything and kicking us out. They've been really kind people letting us in there and letting find all these awesome artifacts. So I appreciate everybody watching. If you enjoyed it, remember, like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Happy hunting.